Here's what I would say to another children's healthcare organization that's considering engaging with the clown care unit. You're crazy not to.
The crucial thing is that I think that that whatever program comes here, the staff, has to be well trained, and the Big Apple Circus Clown Care Unit have very professionally trained staff who are able to understand the patient's needs.
We have a rigorous training process where artists are trained not only in the artistry of hospital clowning, but also in hospital procedures and protocols. Whenever we come onto a floor, we check in with the head nurse.
What you got for us?
And that head nurse gives us the general state of the floor. They may direct us to or away from specific patients for specific reasons. It's important for us to know if a child is NPO or can't eat or hasn't eaten for a while. We're not going to do food jokes.
This clowning program is very different, that the clowns are very sensitive and obviously are so professionally trained versus someone who just puts on the grease makeup and kind of walks in the door and does antics, which are cute, but these clowns I've watched are really doing interactions. They read the patient, they read the scene, and sometimes they know that the best interaction is no interaction because it gave the patient choice to be able to say no, and for that day, that's what that patient needed.
I think beyond the illness and the procedures that the child's having, sometimes it's sort of more the dynamic with the staff, and it helps to just ease stress and chill everybody out.
Physicians generally are serious. They don't really get to the level of the child most of the time. They talk in big words, and most children are very, very uncomfortable.
And the clowns are really important because that's from the parallel universe outside the hospital. They're part of that world that brings what's a child's world into this world here. More than once, I'll be sitting in my office dealing with whatever aggravation I have to deal with, and I'll hear the clowns coming down the hall. They're usually playing the ukulele or ringing their bells and whatever.
We're walking down the hall saying, hi y'all.
Hi y'all.
Careful there so you don't fall. La 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 la.
And it's just wonderful. It's like lights up my day to see a kid laughing instead of looking grim, see parents smiling instead of consumed with anxiety.
And that fun and laughter is sort of part of the whole process. It definitely eases the parents. Kids can sense right away when parents are stressed out or worried or fearful. So I think that combined has really had an enormous impact on sort of the collaborative aspect of helping kids get better.
You'll find that children tend to open up more to the clown, so we could sit with them 20 minutes and not get information. The clown could sit with them three or four more minutes and give us information that's going to help us to better treat that child.
And in doing so, the clowns oftentimes clown with the staff and really kind of help relieve some of the stress that they might be feeling, and I think help them feel part of that patient and family experience.
Here we go. Whoosh!
We are doing some workshops now with the residents. And the clowns, I think, have really showed the residents a whole new aspect, because obviously they're learning medicine and they're very focused on numbers and drugs and which test to order and what have you. And then I think at some point they really forget some of the more social aspects, really being able to walk in and read a room and sort of know how people are feeling and their readiness.
This is one of the ways you can present yourselves as something other than just providing medicines and surgery and treatments. You can present yourselves as a holistic, whole family engagement. And this is how you present yourselves as something other than just sterile healthcare professionals. That if you can laugh at yourself and take your work seriously at the same time, that makes you look good. And it makes you look good to your families, and they will trust you.